youngest is 4. I am a social worker, and back home I am a celebrity, by the way. That's not really a main point. I work with a girl child. I have an NGO called Caring Hearts Uganda, and we work with an unprivileged girl child, those in the villages, and teen mothers and the youth. I am glad to be here. First of all, I have got lessons. I picked my lesson from everything you shared. Most of it was strange to me. I am glad I am here because now I have a tangible experience of what goes on around here amongst the youth. You were talking about your experiences, and I felt glad that you're speaking to younger people and you learn better from people of your age. I may say something, but it will not make an impact as much as that of your experience. And because you've gone through it, it becomes practical for them to see and know that that's the road they are taking. Thank you very much for taking the time and for sharing with everybody. And to the ones that came today, I am happy that you spared time to come. We know that all of you have the liberty to say to your mothers, I am not going, and they'll do nothing to you. Yet back home, I'll pull my son's ear and say, we have to go, and he will come. So I know it is out of willingness that you are here. But one day, you will thank yourselves for being in this audience and for learning from the best. About career. I'll give you my experience. It may not be as yours because it is Ugandan based, but growing up I knew what I wanted to be. Maria said that you have to create in your mind what you want to do with yourself and work towards that. Growing up I wanted to work with the local people because I was a privileged child. My parents are doctors. We were living in a village where people barely had a meal. Everybody had to till their land to get something to eat. Not many were educated. Most of my friends got married at 12, and they were given away by their parents in exchange of some maize grain or in exchange for a handshake. Some of them were carried away and married off unwillingly, and it hurt me that I was living in a community where such a thing was happening, and I said to myself that when I get into a position where I could speak for such people, I will do it. So growing up, I knew what I wanted to do. So I studied social work, not because I couldn't study anything else, but that's what I wanted to do. And I passed it. Then I could not get employed because I was already a celebrity. And we had family businesses which needed my attention. I was already a mother, and back home, a person of my type cannot be employed. You have to employ yourself, and it is hard to stand behind a counter or to attend to people who think like maybe you're a certain god or you don't breathe like them. It becomes tough to serve such people. So I took time off, about 4 years, running our family businesses, but then it's stuck in my mind that I still had to serve and do what I promised myself to do. So that's how I started Caring Hearts Uganda, and that's what I am happily doing, and that is why I am here, because it is through PTMOF that I am here, because we do the same thing in Uganda. They're dealing with teen mothers, and I am doing the same, so that's how we got to know each other. That's how I end up here. So in your career, you will have different paths. It may be a straight path, it may take very many routes. She's saying she's working and saving to study what she actually wants to do. So her journey may not be yours, but the main thing is that you have the same focus. So you have to focus and know what you want. The journey may not be the same, but you have to make sure you reach your destination without giving a second thought and changing your mind about what you want to do. I do not want to say too much. We have a second session of question and answer and everything, but I am glad I'm here. I learned a lot. I'm benefiting more than all of you, I think, because I'm having a first-hand experience of what it is like here, which is so different from what it is home, and I'm happy that I'm part of this. Thank you.